Welcome to Teddy Ganja Broadcast. Get informed, yeah. Don't get rotten fool. Just be cool, yeah. Get informed.
What is going on? Nice to see everybody. It is time. It is Monday, and we are back. What are you guys up to? Yes. I already see SK Triple G's. Smoke that like button. And I do. There is a new song. There's a new intro song. I've had the great Ty Fire work on an intro song, and then I had Crypto Clip Shane, work on an intro. They both came together and they gave me something fire. What do you guys think? What do you think?
Triple G. Welcome to Teddy Ganja Broadcast. Get informed, yeah. Don't get rotten fool. Just be cool, yeah. Get informed.
That's gonna take some time to get used to. Definitely as much. Don't get rug pulled. Yeah. Don't want to get rug pulled. No one wants to. That's what we're about. Let's go. What's going on? I got rug. Happy to see the new intro. Absolutely. What's up, everybody? Hit that like button on the way in. Larry Appleton, nice to see you. It was smoking the stream, bro. The stream don't smoke it. We smoked it with the intro. I appreciate it. Definitely, guys. So I do want to talk about some crazy things today. I want to hit on Coinbase. I want to hit on Binance because a lot of my viewers are US based. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Teddy, what does this mean? Can you give me some kind of insight into what's going on? So I've done enough research that I believe there's certain things that you guys can do to ensure that your crypto investments continue to prosper. But I also do know from what's happened. So why are we talking about Coinbase? Why are we talking about Binance, right? If you're been out of the loop in crypto, Coinbase and Binance are getting sued by the SEC. And one thing that has happened is Binance US has gotten the SEC to basically give a temporary pause order on that exchange. So people are now kind of panicked. They're like, hey, they stopped deposits, they stopped withdrawals, they halted, right? So Teddy, is my crypto safe if I'm holding it in Binance? Is my crypto safe if I'm holding it in Coinbase? And that's really what we're here to talk about. I will also discuss the charts. I know many of you guys are kind of upset with where Bitcoin is currently. I will share the Bitcoin chart right now. Let's go. Guys, 13 viewers here, 3 minutes in. I think the intro's pulling in more tail than before. I got rock. You seen that bull chart on discount, or is it over? Dude, this is something which I have discussed when it comes to these new tokens that are coming out as 0% tax. What is the last 0% tax token that you have bought that is not listed on a top 3 exchange? Let's keep it even more simpler. What is the last 0% token? And then this specifically to you, I got rug, that you have bought that has made you millions in returns, $1,000,000% return, 1,000% return, 100% return, 50% return, right? So why do I say this 0% tax? Because what did Volt do? Volt went from being a taxed token version 1, they went to a V2, which also had tax, but then they did a V3, right? Where there was 0% tax, 0% buy, 0% sell, like there's nothing. Everyone's got to buy in, but there are downsides to 0% tax, right? One of the downsides being there is no earning that is coming to the team. In order for the team to make money with 0% tax, they have to sell those tokens, which is going to affect the chart. So now you have a 0% token, right? And no hate to the Volt team. I love Voltoshi. Love the Volt community, one of the strongest communities that's ever existed. But what's important is you got to keep in mind these guys may not have money to keep the token continuing to go. Why? One, they're collecting 0% tax. So in order for them to get money, they got to sell their tokens. How else are they going to get Ethereum. How else are they going to continue to sustain the project? Like, these are things you have to think about. And I have gone to the Volt Inu. I've seen they made upgrades. I love their new website. So shout out to Volt and the Voltoshi team. I've seen the contract, and we will show this on Dex Tools. Give me 1 second here, guys. Dex Tools. All right, so I'm putting the new Volt contract right in there. It's been a month since they've launched. We're looking at 2.05 million in LP. So it's quite lower than where they started. Like, compared to what happened with V2, a lot of people aped in going, hey, last time I bought Volt, it 36x, you know? And now you guys are in an interesting position. Who are the people that are making money? Because it's definitely not the buyers. They're still in red. And it's definitely not the sellers. They're in red. The few people that have appear to be mev bots doing freaking 350 ETH buys and sells, right? And they're doing this for that half 0.667 ETH buys and sells. So yet again, we look at this chart. RSI has never came above, and this is on the day. It's never been above 30. So literally, there is no buying pressure. We need something to help drum up that volume. What people have been hitting me with, it's Volt, it's trending. Unfortunately, trending can only do so much. Trending gives you that initial pump, but usually there's that retracement because trending, okay, yes, the token's trending, people know about it. But if people aren't buying it, you got an issue. But it's not just Volt. This is across the board. So I don't want to just hate on Volt. We can go look at Bob, right? Like, same exact thing. Everything's retraced. Everything's got a pump today. It's retraced. This is just what's going on. And we will talk about it. I said Bitcoin. We got to talk about Bitcoin. We got to talk about Ethereum. Believe will tell to you it will have a pump low. Well, this is the thing. I mean, Believes and other influencers are influencing, right? They're paid by Volt. Teddy, they're not paid. It's 0% tax, guys. I mean, what are you smoking? Please smoke that like button if you're smoking anything good. But seriously, if I'm a token, if I'm, let's say, fine, let's say it's not Believes. Let's say I'm Psyop, Ben.eth, and I'm BitBoy Crypto. If I'm not getting paid to freaking chill and I'm not chilling, your token isn't going to go anywhere. How long? When did they chill? They chilled here. And then they really, I mean, they're talking about it, but are they going out and telling you, hey, Bob's the next best thing since Pepe? Hey, Psyop is the next best thing since Pepe. Hey, Loyal is the next best thing since Pepe. That's not something these guys do, you know? DOGC. I saw you with DOGC, and I even saw you with BOCI, BOCCI, Bank of China, something. They released some things. Believes not pay not. Wait, Believe not pay not more? Oh, okay. Okay, so if Believes is not getting paid by them and he's still shilling Volt Inu, I mean, he is an influencer. He's allowed to see anything he can. And I will tell you, in this space, there's many things that are unpredictable. They literally could, 1,000x from here and it reaches an all-time high. Is it likely? I mean, maybe, but currently with volume, even with the trending, you're not seeing the pump. And if anything, you're seeing more retracement, usually a bad sign, right? I'm not even trying to FUD. This is a 0% tax, zero. So if someone on that team is making money, they're making money two ways. Similar to Pepe. A lot of those guys say, hey, the Pepe team, they're part of the Mev bots, right? So yeah, maybe Voltoshi's making money with Mev bots. Maybe he's making money selling tokens. It's very hard to say because it is 0% tax. So it makes it that much harder to figure out what's going on. And I will hit on the holder count because it's slowed down. I hate to say it, but we're really not seeing much of these holders. I feel like when Volt first few times, it was like immediate, like massive amounts, right? The other thing, Dead Wallet is holding 11 point, almost 12%, and we're not seeing even let's say, okay, this is on Uniswap Design. Top exchanges, right? Gate.io, 1.67%. How much? Even KuCoin, 1 point. Like, the amount that these guys are holding, not that much. Poloniex, everyone gets listed on Poloniex. I could make a token right now. I could go to Poloniex. I could give them less than 1% of my supply, and I would list my bogus token on Poloniex. There's many of these. Mexi, I could make a token right now, just pay the 35,000, list on Mexi, and then boom. Don't fall for this. Just because you see all the right things does not necessarily mean everything's in order. And I'm not even trying to make uneducated decisions. I'm giving you everything, guys. This is the truth. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong. I would, if I'm saying something that's incorrect, I'd rather correct myself and give you guys the facts as they are. But unfortunately, look at BitTrue. Remember BitTrue? Guys, 0.33. Like, do you really think these exchanges need Volt, or does Volt need these exchanges, right? It's a little bit different. Why do I say that? Because a lot of people are still Volt's next Shiba Inu, Volt's the next Pepe, Volt's this, Volt's that. Guys, I have been, for the last 1.5 months, we've been degenning into the next Pepes. How many of these next Pepes actually became the next Pepes? And I will throw another statistic at you. Not everyone's going to like me, but there's some truth to it, right? Even Mexi, their third 1.24. So you see acquiring exchanges acquiring tokens. When it makes you question, are they really acquiring tokens? Do they need Volt, or does Volt need them? And if Volt does need them, they must not be generating enough volume to even continue trying to get new holders in, because that's what the chart is showing. The initial traction, the initial FOMO, the initial, hey, come get in, it's all gone. Volt who? Volt is the next terrarium. CryptoPie William. What's going on, my CryptoPie William? Nice to see you, buddy. DSQ is going to surpass Pepe. What's going on, Skimpy Sacks? DSQ. All right, let's give it a quick look. Guys, I do know the theme of this live stream is to talk about Coinbase and Binance. It's okay. We're relaxing. We're gooning out. Make sure you smoke that like button. Hit that subscribe. Helps the channel out. I stream every day, Monday through Friday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't gooned up yet, you gotta. We do a lot here. So yeah, looking at this, RSI is at 92. If they keep this volume and they keep doing what they're doing, I mean, this thing is rocket shipped already. So maybe. But as far as market cap compared to liquidity, still a little bit better than Pepe, but not by much. When I say this, I'll duplicate this tab. We'll bring up the Pepe chart. So this is 7.79 at 380 mil. So this is DSQ, 495K and 7.5 mil. Is it the next Pepe? Let's see. Believes is still shilling horrible projects because he still holds bags in those projects. He's trying to preserve what value he has left in them. Dude, if this is true, me and Believes are freaking brothers on Phantom Project, all right? Believes, I think he did 10 ETH and I did 5 ETH or 3 ETH, but we both bought Phantom. We both got wrecked in Phantom. There was no saving Phantom. So if that's the way that he believes he can save a project, it unfortunately won't work that way. It just won't. It's time to buy stock options on Tesla and Apple, not financial advice. Wait, they're already telling me that the tech sector for stocks is pumped like anything. So this is a tough say. Is it the right time? Is it not the right time? It's very hard to say. Teddy, charts are already bleeding. Why are you funny, bro? The community is going to raid your stream. They're coming, Teddy. The Volt people, not much, brother. I've subscribed. Dude, I'm glad, Skimpy. Skimpy, if you make at least, dude, 30%, probably get your initials out and ride the, I think, believe 30K to Phantom. Yeah, 30K. So I put in, I believe, 5 ETH at that point, which was like 15K, maybe just under 10K. I can't recall what the actual value is, but you guys have seen it. If you watch, all my wallets are public. We have lost well over $75,000 in my DGen wallet. We went on Zerion. We plugged in the wallet. We see, hey, this could have been me. But did we do that? No, we diamond handed everything, right? Following the rhetoric that the goons were saying at that time, oh yeah, Teddy, stay, it's going to turn to $1 million. But we smartened up since then. It's been a whole year and a half since crazy Teddy times, right? So we've been a lot better with our investments. We show our gains, we show our losses. And a lot of the times, especially with the goons, there's a lot more gains than losses. How many times does Gucci Boy, SK, Maddie, they come in and they're like, yeah, I just made money on this. I just made money on that. It's because we've learned from all the horrible decision making that Teddy has done. So yeah, I have spoken enough. DSQ, definitely skimpy. If you make that money, do what you got to do. All tokens that's getting launched now are just having initial pump. People are jumping left and right on these tokens to compensate the loss on all degens tokens like us. Yes. So this also happened, right? So me and SK were degenning like anything last week. Maybe both of us started at 1 ETH. And there were times that 1 ETH was 2 ETH. There were times that 2 ETH was 2.5 ETH, right? And then we retraced. Some of our plays go really bad. You know, we bought the top 3 DeFi tokens, and unfortunately, the chart's not doing so well. The chart was, boop, right? Looked very bad. And then you go, hey, okay, fine. I lost money on this play. I'm gonna get in the next one. I'm gonna buy Fisk, and it's gonna make me all my money back. And we're gonna see the changes. We're gonna do what we're gonna be the change we want to see. We're gonna buy better projects, and unfortunately, none of them pan out. This is straight flat line. Like, come on, straight downtrend. So like literally, we would do this, and then our 1 ETH is now worth 0.2 ETH, right? And now you're sitting here going like, okay, now I need to find the next one to recoup all the money I've lost in the other. And it's just a constant circle of just losing and losing and losing. So I'm tired of that. SK's tired of that. We're all tired of that. How do we make informed decisions and not keep losing? So this is why I brought up Binance. This is why I brought up Coinbase as well, because what's important is what's happening in centralized exchanges, because it's going to give you some insight on what the token communities are doing. And more specifically, we're talking about this article, which is SEC's Binance and Coinbase suits create uncertain future for listed tokens, right? So the legal experts got together and they looked at the tokens that the SEC called out in their lawsuit to Binance, right? And in there we saw Solana, Cardano, Matic, Cody, Algo, Filecoin, Atoms, Sand, Axie, Decentraland, BNB, Voyager, Chiliz, Near Protocol, Flow, Dash, Nexo, and ICP, right? Like literally heavy guys that have been in centralized exchanges like Coinbase, Crypto.com, multiple United States-based exchanges, Robinhood, right? Robinhood had Matic, Robinhood had Solana, Cardano. And guess what? SEC basically said long while back, started with Coinbase. It's always been there for Binance, like always SEC's hated on Binance, but the earliest warning indicator we had about this was Coinbase did get a warning from the SEC saying, hey, we are sending you a Wells notice, right? They got a Wells notice, which basically says we are planning to pursue legal action against a business. So that's what the SEC already told Coinbase. And keep in mind, anything the SEC said it was gonna do, say, or do something, they may not have done it immediately, but they come back. They come back. A few months later, a year later, and they do exactly what they warned you that they were gonna do. And people are stuck there like, oh, I didn't think you didn't affect it. They're hitting everybody. This guy is not leaving anyone dry. Like literally everyone's getting wet with Gary Gensler. And if you're not getting wet with Gary Gensler, you shouldn't even be operating. Because he's about to send you a temporary pause. Right? Raptor. Hashtag Jesus. Raptor? Raptor. We know that attacking Filecoin is a backdoor way of attaching decentralized exchanges. What other methods would SEC to use to attack decentralized exchanges? But they can't. How can they go after a decentralized exchange if the code is open source, if the contracts are renounced, if there is no owner for a decentralized exchange? Maybe there's a community supporting the code behind it, but there was a community supporting Tornado Cash, and that owner, who was originally arrested is now seeing much more acceptance, you start to wonder, do exchanges matter? And this is something we read about when we first started hearing about this. Why I say this, guys. Fine. Solana, Cardano, all these in the list, yes, they've gone bad, and really they're all down like 30% since all-time high. None of them are doing good. And in reality, this article even hits on BNB and BUSD, because BNB is something that exchanges had already stopped listing, right? Coinbase didn't want to do anything with BNB. There was no BNB in Coinbase that they wanted to accept, because they're basically in this article implying that some of these exchanges know that BNB could be very well a centralized security, and they're classifying it as a centralized security, while other tokens like Filecoin, I want to say there was one more, Storm, and there was one more, it's to Chili's, right? All these tokens, they come out near protocol, they write blog posts that say, hey, the SEC is wrong, we're not a security, we're a native token on a blockchain, and our community is open source. This is, the reasons that our token is going to expand and evolve. Solana did it, Near did. Many tokens are trying to come out saying, hey, we're not even based out of the United States. In our area, in our laws, we're not even a security, right? And we talked about this. We talked about this with Bitcoin. We talked about this with Ethereum, right? Even when Gary Gensler went to Coinbase and Binance, the top two crypto exchanges, some would say, especially in volume, right? And even throwing that lawsuit, it did not affect the Ethereum price by a lot. It's not like, oh my God, he's going after Ethereum, he's going after Bitcoin, and Bitcoin retraced 50%, right? Bitcoin is basically going sideways, guys. And if you don't think this is going sideways, then you are not supposed to be here watching the goons, because we've been looking Bitcoin chart for many moons, and we've been plotting these levels. These levels change with the stream. As the days go on, the levels change, and I want to make informed decisions. So one of the main things is the 26667 level of Bitcoin. I had put it as a great support or resistance line of something that where it's been going sideways. But this is so important right now, because when a centralized exchange gets hit, like Coinbase and Binance, and it is really not diluting this price by a lot, there's no massive sell-off. Like we're talking, from 27K to 22K in the course of like 2 days. We're not seeing anything of this drasticness like we did when the SEC said they were going to sue Coinbase and Binance US. So now and Binance and CZ, right? So now it comes in and you go, okay, so if Bitcoin's price is not affected by Gary Gensler going after Coinbase or Binance, then what am I supposed to do with the crypto I have? Because I'm reading news that Binance US says got temporary halt orders. You go and you do the basic education of yourself. Hey, Binance US owns your keys. That's not your crypto. Do you want to hold your own crypto bags, or do you want to be like all the Celsius guys that didn't want to believe this news, right? Didn't want to make an educated decision, and they left their bags in Celsius. They left their bags in Voyager. Even with all this news coming out right now, these guys are so blindsided. Teddy, I don't know. I only use Voyager and Celsius, Teddy, that even when the news was coming out, hey, these exchanges may not be doing so well, they kept their blinders on. They kept their crypto in those exchanges. And guess what? Those exchanges went down. Those exchanges stopped trading, and their stuff is locked up. There are people, right? We read about Tiffany Fong, Wong Fong, I forget her name, but she's from Celsius. She literally posted, it's been a year since I've lost my Celsius assets. And in her post, you can see this lady had 120,000 in Celsius that just never made it to her. And even in there, I'm so sorry, Celsius, for leaking you internal all hands meeting. Your plans to reopen as Calvin, the C suits, transaction history, and wallet addresses. Thank you for using my money to try and sue me. Happy 1 year, right? This is Tiffany Fong, guys, and Tiffany Fong is the one that got the interview with SBF before all that stuff came out. This is one right? Self-custody of crypto is the only way to sleep at night. We are learning from people that have experience. They have lived through this before on smaller exchanges. We're talking about two of the biggest exchanges. If you guys have money in Coinbase, in Binance, it may be a smart decision. Not financial advice, but it may be a smart decision to go, hey, these guys are getting affected by SEC, Gary Gensler, and all these things. Maybe if something happens, I probably shouldn't keep everything here. Let me move it somewhere else. But when I say move it somewhere else, these goons, please don't just go, I'm going to go from Coinbase to MEXC or KuCoin. This is not the right answer. The right answer is, do you want another governance to hold your crypto in case of a hack or something happens? Yeah, they can give you back whatever the value is, 100K of your portfolio, whatever it may be. But people invested in Celsius thinking, hey, if I have this much money, I should be set. The government's going to give me back. I'm not going to lose this 120K, right? These guys were thinking the same exact thing as us. There's no way this can happen to us. This is the problem. This is the problem. That's why, goons, I'm telling you one thing. You're with me. You're with the ganja goons. You're educated. You're making smart decisions. You don't want to be in a situation like Tiffany. You don't want to be in a situation like half these guys that thought, hey, nothing's going to happen to my exchange. This is Coinbase. It's number one. This is Celsius. This is Voyager. Nothing's going to. Hey, you should come use. People were freaking chilling Voyager till the day that it closed. Oh, yeah. I mean, it looks bad now, but it's going to get better. I've been using Voyager. They give you all these staking rewards. Are they? So once the exchange moves the tokens, it changes the decentralized concept, in my opinion. It does. It does change the decentralized concept. But what is even bigger than this, right? We talked about Poloniex, we talked about Volt Inu and all the exchanges they're on. You can just pay to get on an exchange. An exchange holding your token means nothing. A decentralized, centralized exchange holding your token technically means nothing. Really, what drives that token price is the community, is the education, is the developers, it's the what is the utility that helps drive this token. And then we see Pepe, right? No utility, and the things go wild. But then it retraces, and we come back to reality. There are days where the FOMO kicks in and you ride the FOMO wave, you make the money, but then you got to step back into reality. This is your money. Don't be like Tiffany. Don't be like other guys in the space that trusted Voyager, that trusted these exchanges, thinking nothing's going to happen. They're too big to fail. They do fail. This one lost 120K. She's still on. She still probably has enough money. This is nothing to her. You know, she's a good influencer. We've seen what she's done with SPF. So, and she's done things with BitBoy Crypto, right? But this is a real problem, guys. This can happen to us. This can happen to anybody. So definitely, you got to make educated decisions, especially when you're dealing in Coinbase or Binance. Find out now. Find out how, where you need to move your assets, and do the right things. This is not just me. This is not just me going, hey, this is going to happen, right? This is analysts. This is TA guys. This is literally areas we've never even been. Like, this is literally uncharted territory, and it's new uncharted territory. Our markets are not good. Crypto, even the ones that they listed, what if tomorrow they come in and Bitcoin is now this? You know, they add some other. You have to make sure your investments, you're educating yourself, because if you didn't know about the SEC going after these coins, right? Now we know that, hey, if the SEC releases another list of coins, we can make an educated guess and say maybe there'll be a 30% down. Maybe initially they'll, you get the FOMO and, hey, Sandbox is great. But then eventually, once that retracement, once that reality kicks in, you're down 30% across the board. And that's what you got to look at. These are the things that matter, because when you're down in that 30%, that's the time that a lot of these EA goes, hey, when everyone's moving out and you're moving in, could be the right opportunity, unless it's BNB, right? BNB is still a big hit or miss. We're not sure how they're going to classify BNB. My major concern is the off-ramp, cashing out of crypto in the US in the future if the SEC continues their attacks and scare tactics with banks. Big A Armory, this 100%, I'm with you. If there is no way for me to off-ramp my crypto in the United States, why the heck am I going to be using crypto, right? But what is SEC's alternative to crypto? CBDCs, digital currencies. This guy flat out said there's already too much digital currencies. We don't need any more. What digital currencies have there been that this guy is not going after, Gary Gensler, right? So very hard to believe this man. Very, very hard to believe this man. So when it comes to me and I go, hey, my biggest concern, I'm in the United States, I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, and I can't sell it to get cash into my bank account, then what's the point of trading crypto? What are you trading on? What's the value? Who's giving you that value for that Bitcoin? If you're holding on to a Bitcoin, you can't trade it in. And most normies, especially people that are connected to fiat value, that's it. That's meaningless. Doesn't matter. But then you have those guys that are into crypto. Hey, I want to get paid in crypto. I want everything in crypto. Doesn't matter what the value is. Pay me in crypto. Those guys, you think, oh, yep, this is it. It's going to recover. Crypto is the future. And then you get this, which is happening as we speak, uncharted territory, right? Scare tactics with banks, right? Banks are failing, which is even scarier. Now I think Key Bank, 6% down, right? Why is Key Bank going down? Like, dude, what is happening with banks in the United States as well? There's a lot of trust, but in the end, it comes down to you and the long-term or short-term position, what you believe in could happen because of these regulations that people are discussing right now. So I did want to talk about this, and I think we did a good job. I think we laid it out pretty well that we now are pretty much educated in what's happening in the crypto space when it comes to Coinbase and Binance. And we're educated because we're speaking from experience. We've seen exchanges go down. We've seen exchanges push back. We've seen tokens push back like XRP to the SEC, and we've seen what happens to those tokens. So these in the list from the Binance lawsuit definitely was a bad impact. But we know over time, usually there's a retracement. Usually there's a coming back to reality. You know, there could be another pump. And this is the time where you're looking at the short list of those 12 tokens and you go, hey, is now the right time to get in? Because eventually it's got to even out. How long are they going to dump for? You know, 30%, especially in 7 days, that's a pretty significant decrease. You know, this is not FTX or Voyager or Luna collapsing in on itself. This is not China or India claiming crypto is illegal. China and India claim crypto is illegal just so the governments can get in. And as soon as they get in, they dump on you. So that is definitely a tactic. This is the U.S. government relentlessly attacking all aspects of crypto. Scary. This is exactly correct. What Big Air Marie is saying is a valid and true point, which is why I hit on. To me, KuCoin, Mexi, all it'll take the U.S. to say, hey, in order to stop them from trading, block, and then all you need is VPN in order to access it. And what if the countries that do allow FTX, Voyager, I'm sorry, any of the crypto exchanges, what if those countries then start blocking crypto exchanges as well? Literally the pool just starts dwindling down. And then this becomes a real reality, right? As Big Air Marie says, what's going to happen if I can't cash out and have all this crypto? Then it's meaningless. I have useless tokens that I've held on to that mean nothing, right? Why am I holding on to this? They got me nothing. I got nowhere. I can't even show value on this. But unfortunately, my hope is they're wrong. The SEC is wrong. This is not a security. Fine. The tokens went down. Maybe not these 12. But when I think crypto, I think blue chips and I go Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? It really didn't go down that much, guys. This is nothing. This was a great pump, retracement. You don't tell me we're going to go back to 2000. You're telling me we won't have another green day. Look at this RSI, even on the worst market, even when you pull back on this is a pretty healthy chart, you know? There's literally no indicator or indication that something's amiss, something's awry, there's a gigantic sell-off happening. There's none of that. Even with all the scare tactics, I believe that they're scare tactics, you know, without pen to paper, without real results, without the XRP case not even being closed. This is all BS. One judge comes in, wakes up, and he can push Gary out. Gary resigns. What happens? Are the SEC still going to spend all that money to go pursue something that's useless? You know? And this is what it comes down to. I just want to get back on that Diz. It looks like it's retraced. Yeah, so even this. ETH trending can only get you so much of a pump. So definitely make some educated guesses here. Don't just ape into things. You're like, oh, I've seen Teddy ape. If Teddy can do it, I can do it. How many Kongs have we seen in this freaking? All right, so let's see. I know what was the other one? Like Doge Club. That was that. Here's Raptor. This is SK. SK Raptor. All right, 390K. We're at 1.29 million market cap. SK. What's going on here? Two holders. What is this? Let me see here. 691 holders. All right, so something's wrong. 14 seconds ago. So what is Raptor? Seems interesting. Raptor Jesus. Raptor Jesus. He went extinct for your sins. Oh, dang. 93.1. Centralized wallet, 6.9%. I can't get RAM relations? I cannot read this word. What do you actually say? Copy. Roar Revelations. Okay, weird. Revelations indeed. Access book 0%, 0. I don't know. I'll probably pump today and tomorrow, and then we're screwed. But 386K compared to the other one we looked at, not bad, because the other one was 450K market cap and it was 7.5 million market cap, right? This is 386 with 1.26. Definitely much better LP ratio than anything else. Wait, you're checking the wrong contract? I think this is the right contract. I got it right from their site. Or I went to their site. Is this the right site? Contract copied. Let me see. Oh, 7 days ago. Wait, no, it's the same contract. Wait, why does it say 7 days ago? They just turned trading on? 7 days ago, but 24 hours. So yeah, they just turned trading on even they launched. So is this a way to prevent bots or something? Bots are still there. 1.26 ETH sell. The buys are pretty good too. No, I mean I'm a monitor. I have no wait, do I have ETH right now? Let me check. Bro, I hadn't had ETH all freaking weekend. I was so sad. I was a sad kid. And then like I kept telling myself, I'm not gonna sell it. I'm not gonna sell Pepe. I didn't sell it. You're fine. Okay, so I have 0.38. Yeah, so I actually could buy this if I wanted. SK, are you in on this? Are we in? Check your Telegram. You're checking wrong contract. Check your Telegram. Okay, 1 second. Let me see. This is why we got to get the right thing. C3. 4BC3. This is the right contract. 4BC3. It's with this pairing. So this just they must have just turned trading on yesterday. Oh, red candle. Is this a buy? Oh, this is perfect. Oh, red candle to green candle. Dude, this is freaking happening so quick. The volume in 24 hours, 2 million too. It's wild. It's literally wild. Wow, dummy. Don't call me dummy. Oof. We should have a bet. How many of these are going to be here tomorrow? How many of these are going to be here tomorrow? Askia, we're coming back. We're going to check Raptor tomorrow. It's now number one. Hot number one. Raptor going big. Dude, what? 391K. It's not even locked. And once it gets locked, Teddy, it's all over. It's all over. Actually, it does look like they've locked, but it's not updated through on Dex tools yet. So another red candle. I'm in dummy. I knew it. I saw the chart on dummy, and I looked at the volume. I'm like, dude, this is definitely something SK would be in. Yeah, dummy seems actually pretty good. I think that's even if you got in, you're basically buying an all-time high. even on the dip, and hoping for the next leg up. But if you make that 1.5x, that's what you got to do. Oh man, I can't look at this chart. I just want so much more. I just want so much more. Inu. Inus are still a thing. Oh my god. Freaking Bob. I feel like Bob, if it doesn't hold, we're gonna see Bob retrace like anything too, guys. I'm sorry. This is straight corrections right now that are happening. But guys, that's it. I need to go. I'm actually was only supposed to stream 30 minutes this week. I have my family over here. My brother came up to visit, so that was nice of him. So I'm gonna be trying to keep the streams tad bit shorter. Probably not, because I talk and I love talking and I love gooning out. So lot of changes coming in. I've already shown you guys the new intro. Working on the outro. Once I have it, I'll get it uploaded here. And yeah, we'll go from there. A lot more content to come out. And yeah, stay informed, stay educated, and don't get rug pulled. Don't do it. Don't get rug pulled. Remember, it's going to be important.